All right, let's dive right into this one. Manchester United facing off against Nottingham Forest. We've been sifting through all the pre-match analysis, really getting into the stats and recent form. And there are definitely a few storylines here that can make this one really interesting to watch.
Yeah, for sure. And I think what really stands out is the, kind of contrasting narratives we've got going on with these two teams. Manchester United with Amorim at the helm, it seemed like they were on an absolute tear, you know?
Absolutely, Amorim. I mean, until that Arsenal match, he hadn't tasted defeat in the league since December 2023.
Right. And that Arsenal loss, it was a tough one, no doubt. But I think it actually reveals some things that could be really important for this upcoming match against Forest.
Oh, interesting. How so?
Well, Arsenal, they really exposed some weaknesses in United's defense, particularly when it came to set pieces,
Hmm.
especially corner kicks. So I'm curious to see if Amorim's, if he's going to make any adjustments, try to tighten things up defensively before facing Forest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially because, Old Trafford's been a pretty tough place for visiting teams lately.
Yeah.
United's on this 7-match unbeaten streak at home.
Right. And if they pull off a win against Forest, that would be their fifth straight home victory.
Fifth straight. They haven't done that since, let me see, February 2023.
Right. And you know what one of those wins back then was against?
Let me guess. Nottingham Forest.
Bingo.
It seems like Forest always has a tough time against United, historically speaking.
Oh, absolutely. Their record against United is, well, let's just say it's not pretty. One win in their last 14 encounters.
Ouch.
Yeah. And to make matters worse, their last win at Old Trafford, 1994.
Wow. Feels like ancient history.
Since then, they've racked up 7 straight losses at Old Trafford. You start to wonder if there's a psychological barrier they need to break through when they face United, especially on their home turf.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? And you can't ignore the fact that Forest is coming into this match after a pretty rough patch. 3 losses out of their last 4 in the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've got this brutal stretch of away games, 3 in a row, all against, the traditional top 6 teams. It's a tall order for any club, but especially for Forest right now.
For sure. If they lose this one, that would be 3 consecutive away losses, something they haven't done in, what is it, like 12
Yeah,
months?
exactly. So the pressure's definitely on.
Absolutely. So let's talk about some of the players to watch in this one. Bruno Fernandes, for example, he's been a pretty reliable presence for United, even with Amorim's tendency to rotate the squad.
He's always a threat, that's for sure. And, let's not forget, he had a goal and an assist in this fixture last season.
He does seem to have Forest's number.
Definitely. His overall record against them is pretty dominant. 6 wins and only 1 loss.
But hasn't Fernandes been a little inconsistent this season? I wonder if Amorim will stick with him or look for someone else to, provide that creative spark.
It's a tough call. I mean, Fernandez's track record against Forest speaks for itself, but Amorim's not afraid to shake things up either. Now, on the Forest side, I think Anthony Elanga is definitely someone to keep an eye on.
Oh, right. He used to play for United, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He's yet to score for Forest this season, but he did have that crucial assist against Liverpool, so we know he can be dangerous.
This could be his chance to, really prove himself against his old club. Now, I have to say, one stat that really surprised me when I was looking at the pre-match stuff is, well, get this. Manchester United has failed to score in 5 out of their 14 Premier League games this season.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
That's not what you'd expect from a team with United's attacking talent.
Exactly. And to put that in perspective, the only team that's blanked more often is Everton, with 7. So something's not quite clicking in their attack, and it's got me scratching my head a bit.
Yeah, it's a head scratcher for sure. It suggests that there might be a deeper issue they need to address. Is it a lack of creativity in the midfield? Are they missing a clinical finisher up front? I think this game could be a real test for them in that regard.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. Of everything we've talked about, what really stands out to you? What's that one detail that's got you, really intrigued going into this match?
Honestly, it's that scoring drought for Manchester United. It's an unexpected weakness, and you have to wonder if Forest might be able to capitalize on it. Just imagine the psychological impact if Forest manages to keep a clean sheet against United. It would be a huge boost for them, and who knows, maybe even a turning point in their season?
It's a great point. So for all of you listening out there, here's something to ponder. Knowing about their scoring struggles, how do you think Manchester United should approach this game offensively? Will they rely on Bruno Fernandes to pull the strings and create chances, or will they need to look for goals from some unexpected sources? And for Nottingham Forest, can they overcome their historical struggles at Old Trafford and take advantage of this potential vulnerability in United's attack? This match has the potential to be a defining moment for both teams, so keep an eye out for those tactical adjustments and those individual performances that could really swing the outcome.